Hello everyone, it's Elena with All Things by Faith. I'm going to try to do a quick video. I'm staring out the glass door looking off my balcony. That's my amazing tomato plant. It's actually 3 of them, but they're doing really well considering we've hardly had any sun and the weather's been cold-ish. I wanted to touch on a few things. First off, on a couple of my Coronageddon videos, there were links that I put to the video National Emergency, and that whole video has been wiped, but I found another YouTube channel that put it up, so I'm going to link it to this video, and I relinked it to those other videos. Also, I had a viewer contact me via email. She sent me a beautiful email, really gave me she gave me a much needed boost to know that I'm making at least a slight difference. and that was really helpful. And she said I could share what was in her email. I don't really have it right in front of me, but basically she wanted to give me a second witness that she has never had issues subscribing to a channel or emailing anyone, and she was having mass issues. Her computer kept shutting down while she was trying to email me. She tried for several hours, and I think it even says a few days, trying to subscribe to me. She would subscribe, and then it would unsubscribe her, and then it would shut her off, or the app would shut down, to the point where she had to like redo all of her passwords and everything. So I know that the dark side really does not like what I'm talking about, and that's fine because I'm not afraid of them. But we scheduled a time to speak yesterday because she has experienced a lot of unrighteous dominion in the church, and she is, or was up until recently, a Relief Society president, and she has a lot of health issues and different things, and she's also a Julie Rose supporter. And so I wanted to talk to her about those things because I too have experienced a lot of that, and so I wanted to have a talk with her, and I experienced a ton of opposition yesterday right prior to calling her and having a conversation with her. And to the point where, I mean, my oven even blasted me with, I should have third-degree burns on my face. I'll just say that. I'm not going to go into the whole thing. It'll make this video long, but I don't. And my angels protected me. They showed me about 10 minutes after it happened how they protected me during what happened. And, you know, my lips today don't even feel sunburned, but right after it happened, my face was burning, my eyeballs were burning, my earlobes were burning, my forehead, my whole face was burning. And I wear glasses, and I also have contacts, but I had my glasses on, thank goodness, because it protected my eyes. But mostly what protected me were my very strong guardian angels that literally put a barrier up between me and the blast. When it hit me in the face, it literally would have really harmed me. And I'm not scared. I know that the more I'm hitting the mark with the things I'm talking about, and the more I'm helping people to think about what's going on, the more the dark is going to attack me, and that's fine. I know I have protection. I know whom I serve, and I'm not afraid. So, and I also know that the more YouTube is going to censor me. So again, I would just encourage all of you to like, share, and subscribe, not only my messages, but anybody else's messages, or any other videos that you watch, that the Spirit witnesses to you is truth about where we're at on the timeline and what's coming. So one of the things that this very kind lady, she's now a good friend. We feel like we've known each other in the pre-existence before we came here. It was a really good conversation, and we both cleared a lot of energy. So it was good. We needed that. And we spoke about some sacred things that I even got attacked while we were speaking. I got attacked very bad in the throat and was just choking and coughing when I dared to utter something that I don't have permission to speak or utter here. But anyway, just want to let you know that this war is real, and it's becoming more real the closer we get to these portals opening, where the darkness is going to be running much more rampant on the earth than it is now. But again, so will miracles, and so will the light side. So I actually am kind of looking forward to that. But the other thing I wanted to share was I'm going to share the link for the National Emergency Song because she wanted to know if I had seen a video, and I hadn't. It's about this pastor in Kentucky. I can't think of his name, but I'm going to link that video below too, and I suggest you guys watch it. He's talking about the same things I'm talking about, basically, but he saw it in a series of 3 prophetic dreams from December until this last week. And I'm not going to go into what he saw, but I will tell you, I watched this, and the Spirit witnessed so strongly to me of the truthfulness of it. It confirmed in my mind and my heart and my spirit where we are on the timeline. So did a recent blog post by Julie Rowe. She reiterated again what's coming in the fall and what's coming after that. And this pastor from Kentucky also did. And yeah, we are on this timeline. I just want you all to know. So it would be important to watch that and see how you feel about it. But while I was watching it, the video that this pastor made, my angels reminded me of a couple of things. They reminded me to go back and look at my Coronageddon videos. I did a part 1 and a part 2. The reason there's a part 1 and a part 2 to those particular Coronageddon videos I did is because when I was filming the first one, I didn't realize it stopped filming. And I didn't realize it started another video on its own. My phone doesn't even have that capability. That was the angels. The dark side stopped the filming and the angels started. And if you notice, when you go from part 1 to part 2, I literally pick up in part 2 right where I left off in part 1. Like I'm still talking. I'm completely oblivious to the fact that it's separated into 2 videos. And that's never happened with any of my videos. So there's that. They wanted me to share that. And they also wanted me to share the fact and look up in that video. They reminded me of something. So back in, I believe, early April, I paid my registration on my car, and I was prompted to only pay 1 year. And if you go to that first Coronageddon video and you start it at about 10 minutes in, you'll see what I say about that. But basically, I heard very, very clearly, audibly, and loudly from the other side that it would be the last time I would have to register a vehicle. And I said in return to that, but I only registered it for a year. And they said back to me, that is correct. And it kind of, the reason they reminded me of this last night is because it goes in line with what this pastor saw coming, and it would make perfect sense as to why I would only have to register my vehicle for a year and why I will never have to register a vehicle again. So there's that. It also reminded me of another analogy that's in there about the frog in a pot of boiling water, and I had forgotten that one too. They had shown me. So if you take a frog and you put them in a pot of cool water and put it on the stove and just slowly turn up the water, they won't jump out. Eventually they will die. They will boil. They will boil to death and die. But it just kind of lulls them and puts them to sleep the warmer the water gets. And that's where we're at on this timeline. The warmer the water is getting, people are just getting more anxiety ridden, and they're not wanting to face what's going on. And I'm telling you, it's time to wake up and face what's going on. So anyway, I just wanted to share these things. Like I said, I had an amazing conversation with this viewer, and she expressed to me how much my video has helped her get through these dark times with being released from her calling and the warring that she's been going through with the dark side around unrighteousness she sees going on in the temple, as well as, in her ward and with her bishop, and to the point where, she didn't even want to try to renew her temple recommend or, but we worked through that energy, because, our covenants are not with the bishop or the stake presidency or even the prophet. The covenants we make are with God, our Father, and Jesus Christ. Period. That's it. That's all. And we need to remember that. And we need to remember that there is a lot of unrighteous dominion, and that the sifting is going on, brothers and sisters. It's going on as we speak. There's been lots of talk about how it would start on the Lord's house, and it has started. It has started years ago, but it is intensifying. The separating of the wheat from the tares. And I'm not a tare. And neither is this lovely sister that I talked to last night. She's not a tear either. I've served in Relief Society presidencies. I've served in young women's presidencies, primary presidencies. I've been young women's president. I've served in a lot of different capacities. And right now, this is my calling. And it doesn't have anything to do with the church. Does that mean it's not a calling from God? Absolutely not. It is 100% a calling from God. So, anyway, I just wanted to mention all these things. Happy 4th of July. When I'm out and about tonight and setting off fireworks and being a quote-unquote dissident, because we're not supposed to be doing that, I probably will do another video, because you know what? I'm free. And if I want to set off fireworks in my country, I'm going to set off fireworks. So you all have a great 4th of July. And I say these things in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen. But check out the links below. I think you guys, and the song National Emergency, they just want me to reiterate everything in that song. Listen to the words very clearly. I can't find one that has the lyrics, printed, but this song, everything in it is 100% true. I want you to understand that. And everything in this song, in this video, is what I see coming. Okay? Don't let that fill you with fear. Just let that fill you with peace, actually. Peace in knowing that regardless of what's coming, we're going to get through it one way or another, whether we cross through the veil and go to the other side, or we remain here on this planet. Either way, we're eternal beings. But this is what's coming, and we need to brace ourselves for it. As the pastor in Kentucky says, I would really check out his video, guys. Have a great day. Happy 4th.